Alrighty dighty, welcome back everyone to Cinders, and we're here! Who would knock on my window at this hour? Some shady character it must be. Let's see, well, who is it? Hey! I mean, if you guessed it, that you're right. Hey, Cinders, it's me, Perrault. He just said his own name wrong, or spelt it wrong. And he seemed like such a composed man. Oh well, let's do something about him before Carmosa kills me. Come inside before anyone sees you! Do you want to be a reason for domestic violence by provoking Carmosa into ripping me to pieces? I wouldn't let anyone hurt you. Oh, so you provoke violence as something to resolve? A nice way to provide yourself with work. This way you'll always be needed. I'm sorry to bother you. You've hit a soft spot there. I have no idea whether I have a job anymore. Or a purpose for that matter. What happened? I shouldn't bother you with this late at night. I'm extremely sorry. No need to apologize. You're always welcome. What happened? What brings you here? And how are you even able to find me? That is a lot of questions. You might consider a career as an interrogator. Finding you was easy, and it's not a secret where Lady Carmosa lives. I did have some problems determining the right window, though. I'm afraid that I got it wrong the first time, so if anyone complains about burglars or weird animal noises... Ha! I'll laugh at them and convince them it was their imagination. But what brings you here? Can we talk somewhere else where no one will interrupt us? Again, I'm sorry to bother you. It's just, I have no one else to talk to. It's no bother. Would you like to go on a walk with me? I know the most beautiful place in the forest. Oh, so you can sneak out? That would be... Thank you. Of course I can. Look. We're here. This is my place. Well, not really mine. It belongs to someone else, but I come here frequently. Yes, these woods are ancient and have been a part of the royal domain for centuries. Since the first king, they've always belonged to the crown. That's not what I meant. When I was little and my father was still alive, he used to tell me stories about fairies living in this part of the forest. Sprites or not, I can't deny the air this place has. It's very soothing. That's why I call it my place. I come here to relax, and I need that quite often. But you want to talk about something. I get the feeling it must be something disturbing. You were very quiet on our way here. Was I? Yes, I was. It's just something that happened yesterday. You might say I was caught off guard. Was there another fight in town? Did you have to... No, it wasn't a fight and I didn't kill anyone. It was just a talk. A talk with whom? The prince. It's so strange that I'm going to discuss this with you. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to be nosy. If it's some kind of secret affair of state, then you're right. You shouldn't be telling me anything. It's not about secrets, and you're not nosy. I said it's strange because I don't know a single person other than you with whom I could speak right now. Now isn't that odd? You told me yourself that your duty defines you. I guess friends don't really fit into such a picture? Perhaps I finally traded one for the other? What do you mean? My prince summoned me today. He told me about his plans. Plans for the kingdom, and for me. Plainly speaking, he told me I'm no longer needed, that my position is obsolete. And that he wants me to take up another job. A different job. I see. And this new job would require you to do what exactly? Lie. He wants me to become his master's spy. I see. So what did you tell him? That I would think about his proposal. I can see you're very upset about it. Why is that? I thought you wanted to serve and protect the future king. For some reason I thought she said kung fu for a second. I was like, kung fu? And yet, you're clearly conflicted. That's what makes it so upsetting. The fact that I can't make a choice. I know my duty and honor my allegiance. He is my prince, and he has my sword and my bow. But not necessarily your forked tongue? Yes, I am not made for intrigues and court politics, and even if I were, I don't think it's an honorable kind of duty. It must have been difficult to hear your liege ask you to accept it then. Not only that, he also said that there is no need for my current service. But this is everything I know, everything I am. I trained to be the captain like my ancestors before me since I was a little boy. How am I supposed to change all of that for a hooded cloak? I don't know. It does sound like a life-changing decision. Maybe I should simply retire? Leave the scene before I become a joke? The prince gave me that option as well. Whatever his reasons may be, I'm sure this wasn't an easy decision for the prince either. He did give you a choice after all. Carmosa doesn't ask me what I want. From what I gathered, you're more than just a subject to him. Perhaps you're right. So what would you choose if you were given the same choice? Oh! Oh! I don't know. I mean, the way we're playing Cinders right now, I feel like she would retire. But I don't know what I'm playing Cinders into. I'm probably playing her to her death, honestly, at this point. I mean, personally, I would not be able to do it. I would like to stay in town probably, but I would not be able to do that kind of work. I think retire is what it feels like we would do here. If you really want to know my opinion, I think you should retire. Really? Why is that? Well, it is obvious to me that you served your liege outstandingly, and you really earned some time off duty. Time's changed, and your mission is accomplished. You made it. Now it's time for you to rest and think about yourself, your life, and what you want to do with it. You're being very, very nice while calling me a useless relic of the past at the same time. Don't be ridiculous. A man of your skills? I'd say the world is wide open right there in front of you. I also think that the prince must realize this. That's precisely why I presented you with a choice in the first place. I don't think I'll be making up my mind yet. This is simply too new. There's something else too. I always thought about myself as a man of duty and honor. You might have mentioned that in our conversations, yes. That's exactly how important it is. It was for me. But now that I'm given a new duty, I have trouble accepting it, and I think I know why. You do? Yes, it is because I'm not a man of duty at all. I'm a man of the sword, and that's what has been making me so devoted to royal service. But once it's gone, I'm not so good at taking orders from the prince. It was honor that kept me at his side. It was pleasure. I was doing my duty because I enjoyed it. Which, I'm guessing, is a bad thing? Of course it is. Duty and honor stem from discipline and self-sacrifice, not preference. But doesn't fun make things, well, funnier? And also easier to deal with? More pleasant, you do a better job? Apparently, yes. Besides, you're obviously very good at being one thing. A warrior. This may be true or not. However, I'm sure I'm not good at being a politician. I just don't have what it takes to... Manage to lie all the time? Manipulate others, yes. I was never good at it, and I seldom tried. It's just not who I am. I think that condition is called moral backbone, and it's only curable with money. I don't care about money. Then I'm afraid you'll have to live with it and hope it won't be terminal. Congratulations! We've just determined that you have a heart. It may mean only one thing. You are a man of ideals.
A man of ideals would accept his prince's offer without a second word. No, I'm not him. I'm what you said, a relic. A knight stuck in his little fantasy world where duty is pleasant and no one is ordered to lie. I want to follow my code which tells me to obey, but I can't obey because it means I'd have to break another kind of code. But it may all just be a front, because apparently I only do things for fun.
Alright, now this is just too much. Stop this right now. You only get so angry about it because it's important to you, and the fact that you're not able to take it lightly speaks of your merit.
You think so?
I'm sure of it. You feel the need to disobey because it clashes with your innermost intuitions of what's right and what's wrong. You simply discovered honor beyond duty. I can easily understand that.
It does make sense when you put it that way. It means I shouldn't accept the offer, but I shouldn't also abandon my knighthood. I know what's right, and I should stick to it. The world still needs knights, and with the changes coming, I think it could actually use more of them. Thank you for your words. You gave me more than I expected. It does seem clearer now.
I'm glad to have helped.
Maybe it is indeed time for me to end this kind of living. Perhaps my mission, my family's mission, is over. Maybe I should just live, find myself the right woman, and focus on being a good man? Although the right woman part may be a bit challenging.
Ah, you'll find someone, or how about me? Alright, so we basically have the choice here of just being like, hello, choose me. I mean, I would be up for choosing him. Like, Perrault seems really, like a really good person. But I kind of want to try to become queen. I want to see if we can do that, so we're gonna stick with not Perrault. We're going for the prince this time. Trying. Or death, you know, whatever we meet with first. You're exaggerating. What girl doesn't love a knight? And with your looks, you'll find the right one in no time.
Huh. Thank you for this brazen attempt at flattery. You're very kind.
At your service.
Thank you, Cinders. This has been very helpful. You listened to me and addressed my doubts. I am grateful.
It's been a pleasure.
You helped me all you could, and now it's time for me to think about it on my own. Should I escort you back to your residence?
Thanks, but that won't be necessary. Since I'm already here, I think I'll go and visit my mother's grave. It's nearby, and as someone recently pointed out to me, I should start taking care of it more diligently.
So, you're just going to go for a little stroll? To the cemetery? You really are something else. I guess it isn't the first time you snuck out at night, though. Besides, what harm can the dead afflict upon you, right?
Exactly.
In that case, may I at least accompany you on your way to the cemetery?
Of course, why not? Hi, Mom. It's me. It was a while since my last visit. I'm sorry. I had the most intense week. Pretty ridiculous, actually. I feel like my head's so full of thoughts about what's been going on that it will burst any second now. I met your old friend, Guide. She told me quite a lot about you. I can't believe how different it was. You were, in comparison with what Father used to tell me. I'm sure you'd know what to do now. Guide said you were smart and strong.
Now the question is, who is this? I don't know how to voice this.
And so are you. It's in your blood. Not this again. Did I just fall asleep without noticing it? Okay, it is the fairies. Alright. You're not dreaming. Alright, if you're so helpful, why don't you show yourself? As you wish. Heavens! Who are you? I am the fairy of the lake, the one who is praised and feared by souls elated and those of broken spirit.
The fairy! Which you can actually, I presume, never actually meet, because if you never go to the lake and give the fairy stuff, I guess you can, like, get through the game without actually ever meeting the fairy.
You've been keeping vigil by our lake through the seasons. You remembered about us. You did well. The sacrifice which your mother had made was not squandered.
Huh?
We are willing to uphold the concord. You are free to ask for our aid.
Forgive me, but I know nothing about any sacrifices or concords.
Yes, you have lost the knowledge which your mother had. She was always so close to us, so mindful of our presence, our ways. She knew how to dance with us and how to sing with us. She knew about the way a concord is made.
Alright, if you see fairies in Sweden, don't dance with them, because they dance you literally till you die. But this fairy might not.
She also knew about the weight of the price, that it is never equal to the weight of aid. It grows with time, it blooms and is reaped. She made her sacrifice to bind us and make us watch over you. We are here. We offer aid.
What are you saying? That my mother somehow sacrificed herself for me? I really doubt that.
You can play with your doubts as much as you please, as long as your belief in us remains unspoilt.
I really can't remember a single situation when a fairy helped me. I never noticed anyone watching me.
So much certainty, and yet you speak of memories. You are very young indeed. You believe in certainty where there is only faith. Your mother's faith made this meeting a reality. Her foresight made this an opportunity. She knew you would need us eventually. It is in your blood. Soon you will be facing a grave choice. We are here. We are offering aid.
How should I reply? I make my own fate. I could use some help. I mean, I kind of want to say I make my own fate, but at the same time, honestly, the way this site is built, she could use some help. She could use some fairy help, especially when her mother has sacrificed herself for it. And there's a big difference between being helped with shaping your fate and just refusing all help and just being, whatever. I could use some help. I guess I could use some help. Use any help I can get. It's not often that I meet someone willing to help me in the first place.
Aid carries weight. Heavy may be the price. It tends to flourish with time. Like fate, it is a living thing.
I understand. I think that sometimes we have to deal with the unknown and take the risk. Okay, so basically we accept their aid, which means that we also will have to pay a price at some point. Ooh, Cinders! Maybe I should have not taken the aid. It's like the first risk I've taken in this game. But we're kind of going with the fairies though. I mean, we've done Cinders, has done the conscious choice of going with the fairies through this whole thing, so cool. If Mom was brave enough to take this plunge, I am too.
I will pay the price.
You spoke like your mother. Yes, your blood is one. You are forged like her. Soon you will need us. If you are indeed ready to carry the weight, we will make a concord with you. You will receive aid.
It's good to know. I'm sick of having to do everything on my own. Also, yeah, doing bargains with fairy folk always means a high price for their help. But yeah, even if it is better or safer, I still miss just being able to lean on someone or something else. Also, I'd be a fool not to take this opportunity, even if it does sound a bit dangerous.
Your path is unfolding. Soon, you will have to act and make a choice. You will be guided by your blood and nature. When it will come to pass, we will be waiting for you.
I still can't believe it. Any of it.
And yet, your blood speaks otherwise. You are your mother's daughter. Your fate has brought you to the lake. And the lake is watching you.
You keep on repeating things like that, but why me? What makes me so special?
Special? What can be special for fate? No, you are simply a thread, and like all threads, you deem your own pattern special, simply because it is yours.
Yep, I agree with this fairy. I agree with this fairy. I guess it does make sense. It makes a lot of sense. Mostly also because you can't see all the threads in the entire pattern. You can only see your own.
Really. Now, go home and rest. The time of change is upon you, and you will need strength to carry its weight. We will be ready.
Wake up, Cinders! Does every day have to start with us having to wake you up personally? Rise and shine, sis!
What is it? Oh, is it morning already?
Someone had an eventful night.
I've had the strangest dream. At least I think it was a dream. Or maybe...
There's no time to discuss dreams, Cinders. We're leaving.
What time is it?
Time when only strumpets and their johns are up and about. Sophia, that was vile.
That was the truth. It's barely sunrise and I should be fast asleep.
You don't expect me to prance like some pony just because there's some big ridiculous party coming up. Why did you have to get up then? It's not ridiculous. I mean, there are preparations to be made, and we should be taking them seriously. We had to get up an hour ago. We need to get those dresses corrected, and who knows how much time that will take.
Oh yes, the grand ball.
Come on, we need to go now. Yes, I'm coming. Cinders, we'll be gone for the rest of the day. The house will be left under your supervision. Do you think you can manage that?
How can you have any doubts about our little treasure?
Just because the distance between her slender fingers and reality is so large doesn't mean she's useless. I'm sure she'll manage to burn the house at least 3 times over come noon. Such a splendid idea! So out of touch with reality. I love it. As a sign of my gratitude, I shall burn your room first. You're both hopeless. Let's go, Sophia. Goodbye, Cinders. Yeah, toddlers. Who doesn't watch your fingers? Toddlers. Goodbye, Gloria. Keep Sophia clear of any sharp objects, alright? Bye, Sophia. You little... Oh. Everybody's gone except me. Back to their important business, says plots and grand balls. Why would they care about what I may want? It's just poor little Cinders, no one important. What could such a meek creature do but just sit and whine and then comply? Well, not this time. Today is going to be different. It's the first day of the rest of my life, and it's high time I made some changes. I don't yet know how, but I'm going to that ball, and I'll make their jaws drop. Alright, here we go. So we will be going to the ball anyways. Cool. And when I get back, everything is going to be different.
Well, okay, maybe you actually don't go to the ball if you sort of choose Perrault, but I don't know. I wonder if I can just make my life normal. Also, normal is highly subjective, so... Funny, this seems to be the hardest thing to achieve. Normal life, whatever that is. Love, friendship, and respect from the family. I want to live like a free girl. I want to have adventures. Like meeting the prince tomorrow. And I'm going to hard work to get it. I will go to that ball and show Carmosa, Sophia, and Gloria what I'm worth. I need a plan though. Or at least a dress and a way to get into the ball. The rest I can just wing. Both Madame Guide and that creature from the lake offer to help me when I finally know what I want. I swear, it's like having two fairy godmothers. Having help is a nice change, though. A sign the table's already turning. So, whose word should I trust? To whom would it be better to be indebted? Who's less likely to mess it up for me? Okay. So I guess if we don't accept the fairy's help, we do have Madame Guide. I mean... Alright. Good thought, because fairy folk, they don't really mess things up, but they might not do things the way... They don't necessarily have the same logic as humans do, so they might not do things in the way that humans presume would be the logical way to do things. Also, comes with a heavy price. Madame Guide... I mean, I trust her, I just don't know what she would come up with, and, yeah. Wow. I don't know. We'll do this. We'll decide in the next episode. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see ya.